Hello, 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 and welcome back to Bill's Workbench. I have got another box from AliExpress. It came in a lot quicker than I thought it was going to get here. Like, a lot quicker than I thought it was going to get here. And I ordered the wrong one, so I know what this is. And then I asked the seller to change it, the color. So let's see if the seller did. The seller did. I'm going to let you know the seller and their listing and all that stuff, so that you can get one of these, because you know what it is. It's on the name. It's the title of it. Here we go. You ready? Set. Boogie. Oh, they did change it to the right color. I am so happy. So happy. So happy and excited. They did. They did good. All right, this is the new version 2 of the MN99S. At least that's what the listing said. Let's see if it is. How am I going to know? Well, I'm going to know because I know. That's why you watch me. Look at that. Yes, this is the new version. Here is the old version underneath, so you can see the difference. The transmission comes way down. That's nice and flat. Nice, nice, nice. The other thing that is different is the servo is now mounted to the axle. No more bump steer. Still going to modify mine. It's supposed to have a bigger motor. And what else is new and exciting about this thing? These look the same. Yeah. Look a little, the drive shafts look a little different. They probably are a little different because the motor's different. Transmission is different. The lights are a better job. I think they've got 3. We'll see what the lights are when we get it turned on. The tires. How are the tires compared to the old ones? You know what? I was thinking that these tires were going to be... I knew they weren't going to be the same. Let's see if we can turn on the other light. So I thought this is the old tire. This is the new tire. It is quite squishy. And it does have... It may have... I think it has... Well, it's either got foams in them or they're watertight, airtight, if you will. Inside's got an inside. There's an interior. Well, there was an interior in the old one too. We got lights up here. Oh, and there's lights in them. See? Look at that. There's lights inside. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. All right, let's take a look at the fronts. Front looks about the same. Well, we're zoomed in way too close. There we go. Front looks about the same. Same. I like that new top thing. That's nice. Nice. Okay. Let's take it apart. Still hard to open front end or bonnet. There is the battery. This is a 1200 milliamp. I found out something interesting today. A little tidbit for you. I found out, at least on the old one. Let's see if it works on the new one. I think it might. Let's see, red is on that side. Oh man, they changed the connect. Well, is this a... Oh, this is just a extra little doodad on the connector. Yes. All right, now it's to the same old one. It'll still work. Yes, it still works. This is a TRX 4M battery. Red to red. This. Slides in and works. Look at that. See? Did you know you could do that? Let's see if this gives me more power. Alright, back to the review of the 99S. We're going to take it apart. That's right. And it's the same screws on the bottom here. I believe when I took mine apart, this other one, my old one, apart the first time, I was wondering why wasn't this axle in the center? And I think it's so you can get that screw in and out. That would be my guess, to make manufacturing easier and quicker. Alright, we got the same looking kind of connector here for the lights. We have, there's the part number on the controller there, or the receiver and electronic speed control. Let's see if they added more MOSFETs to it. I doubt it. No, there's the back, if you're interested. It is, it looks to me like they coated it with whatever that coating is to try to make it waterproof. It's not waterproof. It's a little bit more water resistant than the old one, but it's still not waterproof. What is that? Oh, that's going to the lights up top. This is the lights to here. This is to the switch. This is to the motor. Motor is larger. It's a larger motor. New transmission. So we got a new tranny, a new motor. I don't know if the electronics are the same or not. Okay, let's get her back together. Alright, there's that. Get the tires out. These are supposed to have like a beadlock rim to them. I don't know if they do or not. But we're going to take one of these apart and find out. I do like the rims though. The rims are nice. The screws are inside of the wheels. That's why there's tape on there. Let's take one of these apart and see what we discover. Okay, the hubcap comes off. Oh, they are a beadlock. And there is no foam. So no foam, and they're a beadlock. So that bounce, that springiness that I feel, that is just air pressure. So you gotta be careful putting them together not to squeeze them too hard, or squeeze them harder if you want less air in them. Maybe I'll figure out how to print a TPU insert for these and post them. Let me know if you're interested in that. Yep, okay. So they're the same. I think they're 7 mil. Oh, they're 5 millimeter. 5 millimeter hex. The tires look a little bit, they look a little bit smaller than the previous version. Let me get those. Here's the previous. They are a little bit smaller, not much. Let's see. There's old, new. New is 74.2. Old is 77.2. 5 millimeters difference. I really like these rims. I like them a lot better than the other ones. So far, I am very happy with the seller on the AliExpress. I will have a link in the comments and the description for the seller I used to buy this. It's hard to find a good seller on the AliExpress. one that you're not afraid of buying stuff from. Sort of like finding a good YouTube channel like this one. Okay. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Gonna need shocks. Oil shocks. Like the upgrade I did to the version 1. Radio. Let's take a look at the radio. I know what the radio is going to be like. This is the current radio that I've received with the MN99 and the MN86, I think. The Toyota truck. It's the same radio as that. It has a steering adjustment. So trim, steering trim. It doesn't have a power. It does have a throttle rate. And all the throttle rate does, it's not a gearbox in there. All it does is sending less power to the motor. And then it has a lights on and off and a big on and off button here. So let's see if it works. Alright, so that's going to plug into there. Look at that. I have lights. Does it turn? Turn, so it's proportional steering. Kind of, that's the tires making noise. Oh yeah, it's got more power than the 99S. A lot more power than the 99S. Yeah, there we go. That is it. There is the steering action. You can move that up a little bit if you want to try to get some more steering angle out of it. I don't know if you'll get any more. You might. Not much more, but you might. It's not really smooth, but I don't think it's going to matter because we're not racing it. Alright, let's before I put on the other parts, because I want to do a video on how to put the other parts on step by step for you to watch, we are going to take this to Crawl Venture. you're probably wondering what I think of the MN99S version 2. Let's go through all the good and the bad. Alright, let's first do the bad, then we can focus on the good at the end. How's that? The bad. The servo. The servo, I really like where they mounted the servo, so that's good. But the bad is this servo doesn't perform as well as the other servos that I've received from MN128. And it looks to be a different servo than the other ones I've had. So, servo, it could use some upgrading. The turn radius isn't that great, but we can look at making that better. But I do like that they mounted it up here. There is still a solid piece under here, but it doesn't seem to affect the travel at all. So that's good. The turn signals. I don't like the turn signals. They should turn on after you're turning for a while, not before. I don't like it. You just do a minor correction, turn signal turns on. Don't care for it. Tom Lee is right. The shocks. I get it. It's cheap. It's a cheap model. The shocks, you know, oil damping shocks would be nice, but I get it. It needs to stay cheap. So that's one of the first upgrades you're going to do on this thing if you want to upgrade this. And lastly, this is just subjective to me. It's too tall. It needs to be down a little bit so that it looks better. You can still have the travel go all the way down if you want, but it would be nice if the ride height was just about right there, and that would still give it a little bit of play. All right, let's take a look at the good parts. I love the lights. I love the lights on the top. I love the headlights. They did a good job. They are an amber color or a warm headlight as opposed to bright blue. So they did very good on that. Quite happy with that. Great addition. Thank you. The power, the new motor that's in here, the new transmission, the new drivetrain. I don't know if it's a new drivetrain or not, but it has a new motor in it and a new gearbox. Runs great. It ran as good as the MN128 version 2 with the LiPo battery with this battery in it. That's saying something. The tires. The tires are good. I don't have any complaints on the tires yet. It'd be nice if they had foam in there, but they are a bead lock and they have air in them. They keep air inside, so it's interesting. It's a different kind of feel with it. I'll have to see how I like it once I upgrade the shocks on this thing. The ground clearance. This ground clearance right here is great. They did a very good job. Thank you for redesigning that. I'm going to have to look at how I can redesign the older one so that it matches this new design. Very nice. The link arms. The link arms here, as opposed to the old link arms, let's get those and take a look at those. So the link arm attachments. We can see the attachments here are only connected by this screw. Where in this one, the screw goes all the way through and into here, so it attaches here and here. So we've got a better attachment method, and it does a great job. I'm going to be looking at how to improve this in another video. So subscribe for that. And then finally, what you've all been waiting for, what was in the video disclaimer, the fatal flaw in the MN99S version 2, the power switch. The power switch is a major flaw in this design. While crawling, I hit the switch one time with a log, one time with a rock, and it turned the crawler off in mid-crawl. One time I had to get the ladder and climb up high to get it. The other time wasn't so bad, but it's a major flaw. I have an idea of how to fix that. Stay tuned for that. Subscribe if you get one of these and you want to learn how I fix this major flaw in the MN99S version 2. So, should you get one of these things? Still have mixed feelings about this whole model. The mixed feelings I have on this are, there's a lot of upgrades to this. So if you're buying this to upgrade it, and that's what you want to do because of the hobby, great model. Great crawler to get. Lots of upgrades you can do. Lots more coming for the version 2. But if you just want to go out and buy a crawler and go out and play and not worry about any of the upgrades, you want a good crawler right out of the box, it's not the crawler for you. You'll want to go with a more expensive crawler. If you want to go with an inexpensive crawler that's a little bit better than this, I still think the MN82 is a better crawler out of the box than this one. Still needs shocks, but it is what it is. So if you want to do some serious crawling, this is not the crawler for you. If you want to do some trail riding, it's okay. It's a little bouncy. But it's got potential. So, with that said, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Like, subscribe, do all of those things. I promise to stop asking for that once I get to 1,000 viewers or 1,000 subscribers. And yeah, there you go. The MN99S version 2. Thanks for watching.